Today we're talking about Smite's new in-game UI. Now this UI is going to be what's on all platforms. I think it's already on the consoles at this point. I am on PTS right now and we'll go through this like as we speak basically. Because I saw this and I was like, I'm gonna give you my reaction right when I see it rather than afterwards. I've seen a screenshot of it before, but that's it. So I think from the start of this UI, from like how it is, I don't know why this keeps popping up, by the way, it's just PTS stuff. I don't really have that many gems in favor. It's just very weird. It just looks cluttered and out of place. And it also looks very, very optimized for consoles. And I think that's not a good thing for PC. I understand that Hi-Rez wanted to streamline, or Titan wanted to streamline the UI between PC and consoles more. But I'm not sure if this is the way to go or if it's necessary to have the exact same interface. I understand it makes patching easier, but this UI just doesn't really seem to be suited for PC. You have these extra large buttons. The buttons are all after each other. So if I had a controller, I would just go down one, every tab would go one further, but it just leaves so much to desire for a PC player. You don't have anything up here anymore. This is all gone, all the sub menus or anything. Let me just look at it a little bit. I don't know what's up with chat right now. I think this is just a bug. Maybe it's intended. But yeah, basically it just puts the chat down there and then puts it back up. I don't know. Maybe it just makes it so that you see the last message and it otherwise doesn't cover things. But that doesn't make it less chaotic the moment you click it up because then it already overlays with the tabs on the side here. So not really that beneficial. Let's start with the notifications on the side. This is still the old stuff here. We have the reward panels. This is already kind of weird in my opinion. So first of all, I'm kind of missing just an X out button. I'm assuming you just click somewhere here. Yeah, just click outside of the area. And then you have these three tabs at the top, very much, again, for console, whereas on PC, the navigation would feel much better just being on the side here. I think these rewards are new, by the way, the Divine and Godlike chest, I'm not sure about that. Then you have your friend list. Whoa, that's interesting. That is a mess. Beforehand, for the console players among you, you had your friend list on the side. It would pop up here on the side and it would show a list of all your friends, and then you could open the tabs for your clan, for recently played, and your party was down here in another panel altogether, like in this area. It reminds me of other games the way this is laid out, but I really don't like that you can't see the party down here. Maybe it shows up if you go into a party. Can't say for sure. You have the friends. That's fine, I guess. Oh wait, no, what? These are the requests. Where are even... Wait a second. This is even more confusing. Where are my friends? So the friends are... Let's see. So I'm guessing it doesn't show players that are offline. This is definitely not working properly. The only thing it's getting is more gems and fantasy points. Let's see. No, it literally is stuck now. So that's interesting. But you definitely want your friends to show up. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Clan. Okay. Also interesting. I guess a bit broken. But it's fair that that's on the same tab, I suppose. That can be individual. And then the recently played. But why friends and requests are not separated is very strange to me. Like, this is also the middle where it starts. It should be like going up and telling you friends up here somewhere. So I guess this is not finished yet. Maybe your online friends will be here. But I don't need the requests to be that prominent here all the time. Like, I just want to see my friends immediately that I want to play with. And ideally, I don't want them to cover the entire screen, but rather, you know, be at the side as what before. Then we have the notifications, still the old one here. And then I think this is the settings. Yeah, okay, also still the old layout. All right, so far, not exactly ideal. Why is the screen space here not being used for the friend list when I'm opening that? Why do I have this console layout for that? It's just less beneficial because I can't navigate other things at the same time. I have this complete overlay. Let's look at the other tabs. We'll do play last. Okay, so this is a guard list. This is the old one. I guess it's like combining the layouts somehow. You only have this small back arrow up here, which also feels weird to me. Again, looks very much console port. And don't get me wrong here, I'm not opposed to the console UI for a console because that makes perfect sense for that. I'm just opposed to using it on a PC. So I think this is missing a lot of other things that you could check under guards beforehand. Can we click on a guard and see what happens? Okay, this is still same stuff. All right. And then we have the store. Store is also still the old layout. Okay. Whoa, except that one. So generally, you lose all the buttons where you can cancel because console doesn't need that. Console has the back button for that. So that's what you're using. So on the PC, just click out of everything. Like click outside of the area. Which, I don't know. You can like or dislike, I suppose. Okay, so the sub panels, so to speak, are not updated. It just feels like the navigation just became more complicated through the way this is laid out now. Obviously, a part of this will be getting used to it, but it just feels like it buries something deeper and places them more awkwardly than before. Now let's look at the play button. All right, this looks the same as before, but what I also want to see in that context, yeah, okay, is how the guard pick screen looks like. Okay, this is the new guard pick screen. Right, the blue means that you have them mastered, I suppose. Yeah, okay, this is just new mastery icon. So this is guard mastery 1, guard mastery 5, which looks a bit strange. And then can we get a wait here diamond? Feel like it's almost hard to tell these, like not hard to tell these apart, but like at first glance, if you look at all of them, the rank 5 stands out more than the diamond ones now. But I guess that's a minor thing. So pick a guard, see what happens. It lags. Okay, cool. What's nice here is that this seems to be... Okay, yeah, this is cool. This is something good. So now when you... good, but a bit annoying. So when you hover over them, it'll show you the skin. I don't need to click it. I haven't clicked this yet. It's just hovering over it. At the same time, it always uses the voice line, which is kind of annoying. You have your auto skill here. Can you get information about the guard at all?
Let us joust.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know what that is. So, yeah, not sure. And, okay, some graphical glitches here as well, along with everything else. But yeah, I'm not a fan of most of these changes. Oh, you can't turn them around anymore anyways, as well. I like that. That was always like this random thing in lobby you do, just spin them around. Okay, you can choose your skins before you log in now, though. That's nice. And you can use your voice and emotes after you logged in. So a few benefits here, but overall just a lot of downsides. I think in-game nothing was changed yet. This is the one that I think they should focus on instead. This interface is really outdated, but obviously that's not priority because it's not the same on console and PC, and you cannot sell the skins for it then or whatever. So yeah, this is the new layout already, this part of the interface, which makes me think that in the long run, the default interface, if you look at the difference in like the outlines here, is going to be updated to this kind of style as well, which I think is actually kind of nice. I think I wouldn't mind this kind of style as long as we get some more customizable options instead of making that the same between PC and console as well, which would be horrible. And as long as we get some options for especially the health HUD as well, health bars, that would be cool. I'm more concerned with... Hang on a second. Oh yeah, my profile is down here now. Okay. Right. Because it doesn't make sense to click up here on your profile anyway, you know. That would be too easy. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could be implemented better about this. And I'm not quite sure if and how Hi-Rez will do that, because they said they want to go back to this more golden style. They want to go back from the blue UI. Not sure why it was a decision that was made so much later when it was asked for from the start, and they could have just changed the colors from the start, but it is what it is. And at the same time, they also said they want to make this more cross-playable between PC and console and make that same thing for the design. So I think this is the design that they're going to stick to, but this just doesn't look clean, and it doesn't seem to have any benefits for PC players, and instead, especially the friend list and everything around it, make things more complicated and more annoying instead of making them simpler and having your invites on the side and not having to go into this list and find someone. You know, you can just be wherever else on the main screen and just scroll down here. I don't want to whine about this excessively. I guess in some people's eyes I'm doing that right now, but I just think that you want to have the best introduction to a game possible. So if you jump into a game, you see it for the first time, before you even get to the actual gameplay, you want to have a vibe like this game is polished, this game is up to date, and it has like a nice design to it. And with this number of things, I guess it's easier to adjust because it's literally just a font with a basic effect, so you can just change them out easily. But with this number of things, this looks cluttered already. And then you have the other elements that just seem kind of slapped on the screen in random places. You want to have these elements as high-res to, you know, sell the Fury Chest or market Hero's Odyssey, but Hero's Odyssey is here now. So it kind of is like redundant in a way. It's just like, it looks like an ad banner on a game. And it is an ad banner, basically, but it looks not like it's an organic ad for the game that like belongs into the game and is advertising a part of the game. It looks like there's some other stuff outside of Smite. By the way, you can check out Hero's Odyssey or something. Same with this one. It actually looks like a slapped-on ad as well. And it kind of worked with the old home screen, which just overall had this different design. But in combination with this, it just doesn't fit together for me personally. While going through the menus, I actually found some other stuff that I wanted to add here. And one of it is this one, which, in my opinion, is once again very unnecessary. So I was trying to change some of my settings for, you know, base animations and HUD frames and everything. And you can't do that in the regular menu. You can't just click on anything here. Up here are the party members, by the way. I found that. But they're not actually showing up when you're in a party with someone, so it doesn't really matter either. But you have to go in your profile and then under loadout to get to this menu. So that's what you have to do every time you want to change anything, meaning you could only do this while outside of queue as well. You can't do that while you're in a lobby or something like you could before, because clicking on your profile apparently does not interact anymore at all, doesn't change it. So you have to do that instead. Another rather annoying point. While trying to figure out some more party-related stuff with our invites break-in and everything, I also realized that it seems like there is no option to set yourself on D&D through the menus anymore. There's no D&D, which was up here in the friend list. There's no D&D around here. So I'm assuming you can only do /D&D now if you want that, or any other of those settings to not be available, which, again, is also frustrating. Anyways, rant over. I hope that Hi-Res reconsiders this UI. I don't think they will, and I absolutely understand that people are opposed to new things and to change, and I cannot exclude myself here. This is partially something that's ingrained in our psyche, and that will be true for me as well. But I am relatively open to change when it comes to Smite's UI from a perspective of someone who just didn't like the old UI very much. I think a polish and an update of that UI is a good idea. So I could, like, I'm happy to throw the old one out the window for something that is better and looks better. But this is not it. I mean, at least give this part like a little bit of a backdrop or something. Just give it like some semi-transparent black square around it, or anything that makes it less like, you know, the lowest possible effort that you could put into something. Right. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you feel about this new UI in the comments down below. And if you think this is something that Hi-Res would keep, that I'm just, you know, overreacting to this, or if you dislike this as much as I do. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the sub button and the bell. Really helps me out. See you for the next one tomorrow. DukeSloth, out.